Scaffolding. Taking another look at scaffolding. Hey guys, it's Chad. Today we are taking another look at scaffolding because there's been a few updates that really change some of the base things that we talked about in my previous scaffolding video. Gosh, come on, Mojang. I'm just trying to give you guys the facts. Just trying to give my audience the facts. If you keep changing the facts, then they're no longer facts, they're lies. So here's a video about scaffolding, not filled with lies. So here we are inside of Minecraft. As you can see, I've been playing around with scaffolding. I'm gonna cover a few things that I've covered in previous scaffolding videos, because I assume that some of you have not watched those videos. So first off, how do you craft scaffolding? Pretty simple. You use bamboo on the sides and string in the middle. That one recipe will give you 6 scaffolding. So for this 9 recipe, that will give me a ton more. Now I already had some scaffolding in my inventory, but that would give me 54 scaffolding. So quite a lot of scaffolding from just 6 bamboo and 1 bit of string. To place it on the ground, super simple, except that this block has behaviors that no other block has. First off, being that if you continue to click on the ground, it continues to place the scaffolding. New behavior is that you can click really anywhere on the tower and it will continue to build up. Now, how do you build onto the side of a tower? Let's say you knew that you don't want this to go any taller than that, and you want to have this go out. Well, now you have to hold down Shift and click, and that's going to place on whatever face you are clicking onto. So you do have to keep moving your body if you want to place this anywhere else. And you also have to hit one of those side things. It's kind of open air in the middle, so you got to be aware of that. Now you can also see another behavior that is pretty obvious, that first off, scaffolding is destroyed instantaneously whenever you click it. But it will also destroy any scaffolding that if you destroy a scaffolding foundation, basically anything that is attached to that foundation will also break off. So if I break right here, it goes all the way up, and then it breaks all of those because they don't have any supports underneath them. And scaffolding will only go 6 blocks away from a tower all the way down to the ground. So basically it needs a foundation, it needs some type of structure connecting it to the ground. There's some more interesting behavior when it comes to placing scaffolding. You can walk into the middle of it and just climb straight up it by holding your jump key. But also, once you're up in a situation where you need to start building away from you, if you click onto a block now, instead of it building upwards, if you're standing on top of a block and you click, it will build away from you. And so now you can continue to build in a direction just by basically standing here. So I could build way the heck over there just by looking that way and clicking. And then whenever you click, it will fall off the side. You can see that there is a limit to this. 8 blocks away, that is your click limit basically. But you can continue to build out super quickly just by clicking on the bridge here, and then it will place them down for you. These scaffolding blocks are not affected by liquid, so you can kind of see down here that they get waterlogged whenever they go into the water, which is kind of nice. If you're on a bit of scaffolding just like this and you click, it'll build out. If you go into the scaffolding, it'll still do the same thing. I kind of had an issue with that earlier. So now if you're standing on top of scaffolding and you want to go up, it's a really weird thing. You got to jump, shift in the air, because if you hold shift, you go straight down into it. So you jump, shift in the air, and then place a block. Jump, shift in the air, and then place a block. So it can be a little bit, I would not suggest building scaffolding this way. I would definitely suggest standing on the ground and building it that way. So now that you're on top of your scaffolding and you've built a little bit out, you can of course build over to any side as well. So you could do that if you wanted to. But if you hold down Shift, you'll start to fall through. Oh, everything's fine. It really is kind of spooky. In the beginning, if there was no block below the scaffolding you were standing on, you could shift and you wouldn't fall through. Now you fall until you get to the bottom of the scaffolding where there is air below you, and you won't fall through that. So you'll continue to fall all the way through a structure that goes to the ground that has a foundation. But if you're in this middle part, you'll just go through that block and then until you hit the sort of floor of that block, if you will. So scaffolding with that limit of 6 out there tends to look a little bit like this. But what if you're a really smart cookie, you'll realize that this foundation right here is also creating its own 6, and this foundation is creating its own 6. So actually, each of these have only gone out 3. So you can kind of expand your situation here if we count out exactly how many blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this would have to be, get out of here. This would have to be the start of our new foundation. So we'll build that up a bit. And I'm just guessing that that is good enough. And then this right here is where we would want to be, I think. Oh, no, we got to go one lower. Get out of there. And place that. Nope, we got to go one higher. Oh, man. There we go. And these will connect. And each of these are at their limit. So if for some reason you wanted this to look a specific way without a whole bunch of structure in the middle, these are at their limit. And you can also see that in F3. You'll see that there is a distance tag over there on target block. This distance is 0 because we're at a foundation structure. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this next one is 6 as well. And then it goes right back down to 0. Oh, it's raining on me. If you look here, the F3 does a pretty interesting thing, is that it goes up to 7 whenever you put it on there, and then it just falls because 7 isn't a thing that it can handle, okay? Can't handle 7. So there we go. So now we're back up to 0, and you can see that this moved to 1 instead of what it was at 6 before. Now, scaffolding is super duper tricky. If you think that you can fool it by, oh, you know what? Oh, look at me. I'm gonna just create another tower up here. And this tower, you know what? This one will be able to have a new set of 6. So we'll just build right out here. No, it's actually not. It's smarter than that. So you can't try to fool it by building up a bit or having some sort of situation like that. It does need to connect to the ground. Otherwise, it can only go within 6 of its foundation. Even if you try to do something crazy where it like spirals all around. And, oh, it's coming so close. No, it's 6 is the limit there. It knows. Uh-oh, I just destroyed all that. Obviously, this block is super duper useful for building, because if you were to build something out here, all you have to do now is go around and destroy the bases of all of these with just one little punch. No need for like a special axe or anything like that. And then all of the blocks will fall and all of your scaffolding is gone. So it makes building so much easier. One sad thing is that you cannot attach signs or banners or anything to these things, because it would be really cool if you could make like a wall that would just like disappear. Woo, just like that. Also, scaffolding is not affected by pistons. So there's a sticky piston here, and if I put down some scaffolding right there, it will just kind of break it. Here, get rid of that. There we go. Like this. It'll just break it. Hope you enjoyed this little update on scaffolding. Hope that they don't change it anymore, but we are still in snapshots, so they could be aware that this is the development build of Minecraft, not the actual build that went out and was released to everybody. So hope that nothing changes and that everything I've told you does not become a lie. See you later. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMGcraft. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and also make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMGcraft. See you next time. Bye.